Matt, how concerned are you about the swine flu epidemic?
I'm not that concerned about it, purely because the only one in the U.S. has died from it is a 20-month-old baby or whatever, and the only deaths have been in Mexico. I feel that almost their health care has something to do with the fact that they've had so many deaths, because it doesn't make sense to me how one virus in one place has such a different outcome on the population than on another. Like, you know what I mean? There's no cases in New Mexico, only 50 cases, or 100 cases, I guess, in the whole U.S. But it's still not a reason to panic and wear masks. Back in the day when there were pandemics, there were millions of people who died. You know what I mean? I don't know. Death is not a joking matter, but I still don't think it's a reason for everyone to panic the way they are.
I'm not very concerned at all.
No?
No. I actually work in a pharmacy, and one of our really good customers is an epidemiologist. And we actually, when he came in, because we kept getting a lot of phone calls about the swine flu, and we actually asked him, how concerned should we be? And he told us that the only concern that we should have is, because back, 1918, when there was a flu epidemic too, that was a swine flu. And they said the only concern that we should have is that it may become more virulent, and he was worried about it jumping species like it did, back in the 1900s. But as of now, I'm not worried as long as, people practice basic hygiene, like washing their hands and covering their mouth when they cough and sneeze. I don't think it'll be that big of a pandemic, everyone's freaking out.
Like the level 5 suggested it should be?
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it.
Just today, we found out that New Mexico has 2 potential cases that haven't been confirmed yet, but does that give you any further cause for concern, or?
I'm not gonna panic about it until it's a widespread, you know what I mean? I don't consider it a problem. 35,000 people die from the regular flu every year, it's not, I don't know. I don't consider it an outbreak if there's not that many people in a closed-in area affected. Mexico City's the only place that's really broken out, and it hasn't even been that bad, compared to other pandemics.
Yeah.
They raised the level to 5, which I think is ridiculous. I think we should still be at 3, I don't know.
I heard about, the baby who died in Texas from it. That's kind of alarming, but it still doesn't, change my point of view on the situation.
So are there any steps or precautions that you're taking to not contract it?
Yeah, just basic you would do during any flu season. Wash your hands. I carry around the sanitizing wipes and just be careful, just basic things when you go to the grocery store, they have the little wipes to wipe, the basket, and just, when I work at the pharmacy, you just got to be careful, because people come in, with infections all the time, and you just got to be careful with your own hygiene, and sometimes you can't help it, but
Awesome.
I'm not worried about it, so I know a lot of people are, but no. It was funny actually, we had people coming in, we've been out of, the masks that you see on the news that people in Mexico and such are wearing. We've had, I don't know, countless numbers of people coming in to ask, for masks, and we're okay. And I could see with people with autoimmune deficiencies and such, but yeah, I don't think it's a huge cause of concern right now. I think that if we do see a lot more deaths and we, do see a rise in it, then I think that people should be, then it should be a cause for concern. But as of now, I don't think that people should be, so upset. I think that they're being a little overdramatic. So.
Thank you.
A little bit, just because it's closing in all around the state, but until there is a confirmed case in New Mexico, I'm not too worried about it.
Not worried at all.